Hello guys, today is day 2 of the Flats and Handwashing challenge. So far everything's going great. I even have some sunshine, which is nice. Today's topic is, what does my stash consist of and how much does it cost? And I wanted to preface that by explaining what I determine cost and not cost, because there's a bit of a gray area as far as like some people will say, well, you have to calculate in detergent and the bucket and the plunger and whatever else you use. And honestly, I didn't calculate a lot of stuff in because either it didn't cost me anything or I already had it. And so then sometimes it's like, well, I don't remember how much it cost, or, you know, it's things you already have around the house. And that changes per person, you know, it varies per person. But in my mind, say for instance, you have a fleece blanket laying around the house, you've had it for a while, and you're just like, you know, that would be a good cover for a diaper, and you hack it into a diaper cover. Well, that's using something you had around the house creatively. It didn't cost you anything because you already had it. But if you bought a fleece blanket for the purpose of turning it into a cover, that's different because you've invested in that for that purpose. So in my mind, using things around the house you already have for diapering is different than actually investing in something. Another example would be if I went to Goodwill and bought old t-shirts to turn into flats, I would calculate that cost because I bought those shirts with that intent, versus if I upcycled some of my husband's old shirts that he's already worn and whatever, that's different. It didn't cost me anything. We've already had the shirts, he's already used it, so we've had it forever. And even if I wanted to calculate that in, I wouldn't have a clue how to calculate that. You know, it's an old shirt. So I calculated on the basis of what did I get for the purpose of diapering. So another thing is that this year I decided I was going to use a Plum Bum diaper kit, which is the kits that my local Cloth Diaper Drive distributes to families in need. These kits contain 24 flats, 3 covers, a container of detergent, a booklet that I made and with instructions in it, as well as a snappy. So basically that is my stash. I didn't buy, I didn't technically buy the detergent for that purpose. I actually keep one of these. I love these little Dollar Tree Gains, and I actually keep some underneath my sink for usually hand washing, like if my daughter has a mess or if somebody, like for any small things I need to clean in my sink real quick. So I actually just use this for the diaper. So I didn't calculate this in because, again, this is something I already had. I already had detergent. But I did calculate the cost of what I'm utilizing in the kit, and I broke it down for you here. So my stash consists of 3 covers, which cost me $11.40, 24 cotton bird's eye cotton flats, which cost $38, and 1 snappy that came broken down to about $3 for a total stash cost of $52.40. The reason I decided that I was going to utilize the Plum Bum diaper kit was just to show that that our particular drive in particular, but also just anybody who invests in these kinds of things can make this work very affordably. This might even be a little bit too much for somebody who's really strapped for cash, which is part of the reason why I started the local diaper drive in the first place. But this, I mean, 24 flats is pretty much everything you need as far as flats go. And 3 covers is tight and you have to kind of rotate them, but you know, this is a stash designed for either emergency use, or it's enough that you can use it full time, but not comfortably per se. It can be used full time, but if it's something you decide you want to do full time, it's really a starting stash. So honestly, the only thing that really needs to be added to this stash is just more covers. And at that point, you know, you can choose whatever you want if you wanted to build on that stash. But, and of course you might need more detergent, but I mean, most people already have detergent. They wash laundry, and if you don't, Dollar Tree Gain works great. But as far as other costs go that other people are like, well, you know, what if you don't have a bucket or a plunger or whatever? Well, those are other people's circumstances, not mine. I already have a lot of this stuff. I already had the plunger, I already had the bucket. Actually, the bucket was given to me for free. I got the basin that I wash the covers in for free. I've got detergent already, things like that. So the rubber gloves I already have, because if I try to wash my dishes without gloves, my hands crack really bad. No amount of lotion will help my hands. It's horrible. So, but if you wanted to know, calculating in the detergent I used, the plunger, the bucket, and the rubber gloves, I'm looking at less than $10. It comes out close to $10. That's like 10 extra bucks worth of stuff that I use. I have a diaper sprayer, and I would calculate that cost in because I did buy that for the purpose of diapering, except that I have chosen for this challenge not to utilize it. It actually isn't even necessary for the most part in my case because my son has reached that glorious stage of ploppable poops. Actually, it's my toddler, if she accidentally messes herself, that it becomes a bit of a nuisance, but I don a rubber glove, take her underwear inside out into the toilet, and honestly, if my son's stools get that way, I do the same exact thing, and I actually kind of prefer that because it's actually more efficient and quicker to just put on a rubber glove and right into the toilet and just kind of rub the fabric into itself to loosen things off. So I don't even use my sprayer. So I didn't calculate that cost in because I don't use it. It's handy when I have those, but I'm not using it for the challenge, so I didn't calculate that in. Even if I did, my sprayer is 20 bucks. I got a really cheap sprayer, which is funny because I got the cheapest thing I could find that came with a T-valve, and it works great, and it still works. I've had it for over a year. So that's what my stash is. I've got ample number of flats for my 18, he's 17, 16 months old. I don't even know how old my kids are. It's more than enough flats for my 16-month-old and my potty training 2.5-year-old who is currently crying, so I'm going to cut this video short. You have no idea how many times I've had to restart this video because I've had kids coming in crying, and the joys of being a mom. Crying or fighting or I'm thirsty and sweaty and floor mess, and yeah, so. But thanks for tuning in. If you are, but I do want to add, if you are local, if you're more around the York, PA area and you need help, that's why I established Plum Bum Diapers, and I'm doing the challenge with the kit, and it's actually relatively easy. But if you're not local to me, I believe, I could be wrong, but if I remember correctly, I believe the Rebecca I can't remember. I can't quote it. I'm going to probably look it up and just post a link in the description box below. There's Giving Hope. It's horrible I don't remember. I always brain fart when I need to know something. Whatever. I'm going to post the link to the charity in the description box below that Dirty Diaper Laundry, back when they hosted the Flats and Handwashing Challenge, they were supporting that particular charity, who's actually had to stop receiving applications. I think they had to put a halt on applications because they have a huge need and they're trying to kind of sort through who they have already, and they need donations. So if you're not local to me, by all means help them out to get out. I mean, it's awesome to know that there are people who are applying. It's sad to know that there's people who need help, but it's awesome to know there are people who are applying, because once those people get help, they'll have that diaper crisis freedom, the freedom from that anxiety, and that's good to know. So they really do need the donations and the help. If you have any diapers to donate, you can donate to them. I'm really sorry, I'm brain farting what the charity name is. I'm always really bad at remembering, getting them all straight, but I'm going to look it up really quick before I post the video and put the link in the description box below. So if you want to follow along, again, I post my pictures. I post my videos on the Plum Bum Diapers Facebook page, along with sometimes some other little random posts. And if you want to follow along with me, you can hit the subscribe button and follow along with the Flats and Handwashing Challenge with me. One more tidbit, just one more. If you want to know why I've chosen Bird's Eye Cotton Flats for my kit as opposed to flour sack towels, stay tuned, because I'm going to do some calculations and comparisons for Open Topic on Friday regarding that subject, because me and some of my other co-directors for Plum Bum Diapers did a lot of looking into that as an option. Our original kits included flour sack towels, and then we decided to switch for a reason, and I'll discuss that on Open Topic on Friday. So if you want to know more about that or anything else cloth or diaper related, or follow along, anything like that, hit the subscribe button, go like the Plum Bum Diapers Facebook page, check out the in the description box for the charity link that I keep forgetting the name to. If you want to donate and help, it would be so appreciated, and there will be a family out there who will be just absolutely beyond thankful for your help. And so I will see you guys tomorrow, Lord willing.